Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I was kind of silent for a second because I look at the pictures that they're gonna display, and it was kind of weird, so it kind of took me off guard a minute. Okay. Bold is good. I, okay. I'm gonna make a prediction here or a just an observation here because I'm noticing that when I think we had a different writer today because when we have feels like we have two writers. When one writer writes, it's really slow, and then when the other one writes, it's really fast paced, and he keeps it moving. Today was one of those keeps it moving days. And we had some comic relief too, and we saw Liam today again. Woo! Okay, for the record, I like Liam. Cause I like Scott Clifton. So okay. Um, okay, so but he got an awkward scene today because he just went to the Spencer house to visit his dad, right? And he doesn't know that Katie moved in and they're back together, right? So so he opens the door because apparently Bill doesn't lock the door, right? I don't know why. Okay. And he sees them about to, and he's like, whoa, wait a minute. Uh okay, I can't unsee that. Wow. I'm like, oh, poor boy. and then of course they let the cat out of the bag that yeah, they're together, she's back in the house, right? Okay. So then at first he's like, oh wow, okay, great. And then they also tell him that they gave the beach house to Will. Um and then he had the same reaction I would have of like, okay, so you give him the house, but are you sure you want him to live there because of all the bad energy in there? Because he's like, wasn't that the place that Luna did all the things? And they're like, yeah, we know. So, yeah, that was funny. I mean, it's funny because okay, if somebody had really gotten hurt, it wouldn't be funny. But because nobody got hurt, it's kind of funny. Um, okay. So then we have the storyline of Will and Electra moving into the house and, getting to enjoy it and everything. And it's kind of cool because, although it's kind of weird because it's fall, so I guess it's still hot out there, but she's in a bikini, which I got no problem with a bikini. I'm just saying it's fall. So here where it's fall, it gets cold. We cannot wear a bikini. Okay. So good on you. You can do that. So yeah. Um, so they're doing that. And then there was another storyline. Oh yeah, Luna. Okay. So they show Luna in the jail and they actually have more people in the jail. So it's kind of cool. So it seems more realistic than last time because, well, the first time she was in jail, there was nobody. She was just in the cell a lot by herself, and she had visitors every once in a while, but there was nobody else. Okay. Now at least they give her a cellmate. I guess that's what they call it. So yeah, and then there was another girl in the I think in the cell or something. So anyway, they're making fun of her because or they were because she was talking to herself. And then also she won't get the she won't get her mind off. She still thinks she belongs with Will or whatever. Although, so that's why I think she's delusional. That's why I keep saying the chick is delusional. That's my backup. So yeah, yeah. So although we didn't get too much storyline, we got a lot of movement and we got a funny moment and a really funny moment. And at this point, that's what I needed because it's been so heavy lately with the storylines of like everything that happened to Will and the aftermath and then everything happened to everybody else. But I'll give this much to Bold and the Beautiful. Um, Whereas everybody on YR is breaking up, everybody in Bold and the Beautiful is finding themselves their way back to each other, like Brooke and Ridge and Katie and Bill. So okay, I can get on board with it. At least you're making up, not breaking up. Cause I can't take too much more breakups. I just can't. So all right. Bye everybody.